Today is Thursday, Parashat Vayetze. Parashat this week, Yaakov makes a neder. He makes a pledge. He makes a vow. He says, Vayidar Yaakov neder lemor. And Yaakov made a neder, made a pledge and a vow, saying, Im yeh Elokim imadi, if Hashem will be with me, ushmarani baderech hazeh, and He keeps me, He safeguards me in this path, in this way that He's going, she'anochi olech v'natani lechem le'echol, and He gives me bread to eat. In other words, He gives me sustenance, ubeged lilvosh, and clothing. Beshavti b'shalom bet avi, and I come back b'shalom in peace to the house of my father. And he goes on, and at the end he says, V'chol asher titen li, and anything that you give me, a'asrenu lach. I'll take 10% of it, and I'll give it to you. And from here we see the mitzvah of ma'aser is a mitzvah from whatever Hashem grants us, to separate 10% and give it for tzedakah, for charity, for supporting institutions of Torah, for supporting synagogues, for helping the needy. And a'asrenu, it's a double statement. Aser is to take a tithe, to give a 10%. 10%, I'll make 10%. From these, Chachamim learn that if a person wanted to be generous and give more than 10%, that's a good idea, but go up to 20%. Not more than 20%, so that a person would not come to a point where he himself would be in need of being supported by others. So unless, let me say, if a person is incredibly wealthy and has a lot, then he can give possibly more than 20% because he has got plenty to live on for a whole lifetime. But in general, up to 20%. There's also other explanations on this pasuk. A'asrenu. From this, Hachamim learn also a person who gives ma'aser will in return be wealthy. A'asrenu. Ashir is to make somebody wealthy. Because really, if you look at the word in Hebrew for giving, which is naton, nun, taf, nun, can be read in both directions. Naton this way and naton this way. And from this we learn that a person who gives, there is a flow going to good purpose. There will be another flow coming back in towards him of more income to be able to do more of it. As if Hashem also saying, this person is a good manager of the monies that I've granted him. He uses it in a generous way to help others to do with it tzedakah, then he deserves to be assisted, to be given more, so that he is a good manager for the monies that Hashem has entrusted with him. But there is yet another understanding of this pasuk. The pasuk says, "V'chol asher titen li," everything that you give me. It doesn't refer just to money. It doesn't refer just to material assets. It could refer also to whatever Hashem has granted you in terms of qualities, abilities. From that also, you should dedicate a portion of them to serve Hashem. Ultimately, is to serve Hashem in everything that we do. But if a person has granted you not just money, but other blessings, then from those blessings, you should also dedicate at least some of it to Hashem, so that it's not only from the money that Hashem has granted you that you give ma'aser, also could be from the time, from the talents that you have, and ultimately it all should be to serve Hashem. And if we're talking about tzedakah, the pasuk says, there's a pasuk in Tehillim that says, "Oseh tzedakah b'chol ha'et." It says a person who does tzedakah at every moment. So how could it be? A person cannot be at every moment in his life giving away money for tzedakah. So in the Gemara it says, "Amfanes banav ubnotav tani," a person who cares for the expenses of his family, of his children, gives them education, cares for them, then that's also, while he's working, is considered to be in a way a charity, because he's doing it for the sake of a mitzvah, to care for those who are in his charge. And these are some of the meanings associated with this concept of tzedakah that we say already in this pasuk when Yaakov makes this neder. And on the same subject, when a person makes a pledge, a neder, it's very, very important to pay it as soon as possible, to fulfill it as soon as is possible, and the sooner the better. It's a major aspect. Once a person makes that commitment, then in Shamayim it's noted and it's expected to be taken care of by the person doing it willingly. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.